Is DMC5 perfectly rated? Or is it just basically overhated because it's way too popular than the other ones? I'm gonna give you my honest review and see if it is. The first DMC game I actually ever bought or ever basically just played was the HG collection, which is right over here, if you see what I'm pointing, which basically just kickstarted the whole DMC franchise for me. Now, of course, I had first series when I was like 10, but I didn't officially get into it until I was like 14 when I officially started playing the games. And thank God that I did, because without DMC, I would have never ever got into the Bayonetta series, which is another game that I will review at some point. Now, obviously, the point off of this game is actually probably one of the best, but at the same time, I can see why people don't like it because it's basically overhyped. Like in 2022, everyone just started talking about this game and started buying it, and basically saying it's the best DMC game, which basically I think it's basically a little bit overdramatic. Because while yes, this is pretty much a good DMC game, it is not really the greatest, but it's not necessarily the worst one either. Because like I said before, there is DMC2, and that one basically just sucked. And there's DMC4, which yes, while it is a good game, the story kind of didn't really make sense, at least with Dante's perspective. With Nero's, it makes kind of a lot of sense. But also one thing is probably because of the fact that you get to play as more characters rather than the traditional one main character like Dante, how you get to play him in like the rest of the DMC games, with the exception of 4, which you do, but you get to play as Nero for half the game and then half the game to switch to Dante. Also, while the gameplay in here is actually pretty cool, it's just not the same as DMC3, as that one has more replayability, while the 5th one you get to just replay the missions all the time, which basically just isn't the same. But yet again, Sunset Overdrive did the same thing. That game came out before DMC5 even became a thing. However, would I buy DMC5? I would, but only if it got on sale, which I got it for 15 or 10 bucks. But I would pretty much just recommend people to just go get the HG collection, as basically it comes with all 3 games and you get to experience in them every single time if you want. Especially with DMC3, as is my personal favorite DMC game. And alongside with that, if you do get it for 20 bucks, also get the 4th one, because you get to play as Nero and you get to experience the story also. But is this a bad game? No. Is it a good game? Yes. Is it the greatest game? Definitely not the greatest one. But it is not the worst one either. However, it's best that I recommend you get HG Collection and the 4th one, as both of those games can basically just be bundled up and you get the whole experience. And also with this one, since it's a special edition, you get free DLC also. Alright, that's it for today's review. See you guys next time.